You see, when you're driving, driving, and then somebody just comes in front of you, which why it's cut off now. And then anger, ubangathi lo muntu kubulele
bakutheni xa ufuna ukufunga utheni ufuna undifaka nam.
Then now it's no longer the anger that is caused by that person. It's just triggered the anger that lives within you, because the anger is like a cancer that lives, and it consumes every other thing, including your children, your relationships, your work. There are people who are not working, who are a thorn at their colleagues at work because they live with anger as a cancer. Sickness. So that is why I wrote this book, because part of what I went through is that anger that I saw it in the process of destroying me. I had to do something.
How did you acknowledge? Because remember, most of times, a better viewer is an external. How did you acknowledge now that I am struggling with this and I need to heal? Because you need sometimes. We see toxic when ako happy bitter in now I'm not. Yeah.
I think after by the way, I'm not a rigid person.
Okay.
Whenever I'm told about me, I never just push it from me. It then tells me, okay, if this one says this, that one says this, that one says this, let me go. Exactly, just check them. So I did that. But one of the major things is I like to cook
yes.
And at home it's only me who is eating. By bathi sicela usiphekele umphokoqo, and then xa sendiuphekile phinde idlwende umntu.
Yeah, because kalobona baze like babethambile eating.
But this is what used to happen. When I cook, ufumanisa uba ndingcolise all over. Then my wife would say, wena une-anger wena. You see, anger azayibona through the cooking. That is a very light thing, but ungayibona i-anger nasabantu nabashumayela umbona umuntu angry against Satan.
Very personal.
Very personal.
Ngathi Satan ngam ufike ngobuso.
Hey man, lo muntu lo ekhona kuphila something. So it's all about now when you're asking the question, how did you acknowledge it? It takes a character of a certain person to admit when he has got weakness on something. Because this strength, pseudo strength that we keep on wearing, it kills us. You're going to acknowledge when you are weak on something. So many people did tell me, you didn't have to react the way you reacted on that one.
It was not necessary.
It was not necessary. You didn't have to talk the way you talked. Even in preaching, when you preach, like I'm saying, you find that you are very angry against Satan, but now when you are very angry against Satan, including the people of God, whom you assume were Satan.
For sure, you were angry at police. If you are pulled over.
Police, don't talk about the police.
Even growing up,
anything that looked like white, anything that looked like an Indian. And unfortunately, the therapy was a white person. And then here's the thing. When we went through the sessions, one of the things, maybe let me just mention this, one of the chapters here, it talks of their jails are better than our freedom. I think I'm free because I'm outside. That's what I'm talking about in that chapter. Because I'm outside. But the people who are in jail are better compared to me. Because even though I'm outside, but I'm bound by anger and bitterness. How do you see this? Every time you meet a white person, because something that you are a believer now. You're triggered. Every time you see a police, just for a proceed.
Yes, doing their job.
When ube extremely angry. Why that anger? It's the trigger of what happened. It's not what has happened now. Now I named it us against them. because
so these us, it's these people that you're mentioning through your growing up,
the us
the
is
experience.
Guguti, as I grew, I ended up having something at every part of society, every fiber of society has got the enemies and the people who are friends. Unfortunately, the people who, since here I'm referring to anger and bitterness, you're no longer being oppressed, you're no longer being oppressed by them.
Hating or holding a grudge onto someone, it's more like you drink a poison
and expect an enemy to die. It's exactly what I'm talking about. This us against them is not necessarily, that is why there's even a statement entity. Remember, as much as they are them to us, we too are them to them. Because while we are using this hated eye of looking at them, this thing turns back to us. Now, I cannot say it's struggles and benazo. It was because of them. It was because of me. I allowed, because I allowed the anger. I carried this anger for quite a long time. And in my old age, or not as old, I ended up drinking the poison, like Mandela said, and expecting my enemies to die. So that is where it's based. Us against them. And
how has been the journey of this one?
Okay, this one, the first one, it's been a great blessing on me. I wrote it in 2017. 2017, yeah.
9 years ago.
Yeah, hey, you're good in that. So in 2017. So in 2018, 2019, I'm not very sure.
Yeah.
So I submitted, there's a Department of Education where you submit the books.
I was about to ask, Uguti, when you were writing this book, did you do your research, Uguti? This is how I want it to be, and how to do the intro, the context and everything. Did you do your research prior to everything? This is how I feel. Figures of speech, all these, the metaphor, the whatsoever. Did you know they were necessary? Because I remember Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole.
Okay.
Because I know books, you can say one word in meaning many things. I hope you don't fall because you are on top of the ceiling. So now, can you imagine ceiling when your view is so clear? I can, understand. So if I'm about learn to be humble. And so when you were writing, did you know all those kind of things about figures of speech that they need to be in the book, or you were a reader as well, so you had I
was a reader, but I did research, though research was, since I was writing on something that was living in me. So the only part of research that I did was on how to construct sentences in a way, not like I'm preaching, not like I'm speaking in a podium, but in a way that will resonate well with the reader. So that is how the only research I made. But with regard to the actual content, it's something that was living in me. Like I'm also saying, there's a 10% of fiction. It's not a big fictitious part. It's only to say, because this one is quite political or it's sensitive, it touches other people who might not have loved to be part of the book. Let me divert a little to tell a story differently. So I did my research to that extent. With regard to the Department of Education, Gauteng Department of Education, I was in library, Pretoria Library, a national library, where there was an event there. And then I met this lady who was saying on that day, she's staying in Soweto. On that day, she was submitting the books. I didn't know anything about this, so I never knew anything with regard to the Department of Education and submissions and stuff. And then she was saying she was submitting the books, and I said I'm going with her because I had my books as well. So I submitted this book, And then a few months later, they called me saying, no, my book has been selected. So I sold 300 books to them, to the Department of Education, for them to put in public libraries. I think, I haven't seen any though, but I think it's me who is careless. I've never visited any library to check if it is there.
Okay.
But I know that I delivered 300 books for them to be in library.
Yes.
Us against them.
And yazala lena.
Zala the rebels.
So you felt, okay, now I am healing. And maybe throughout the healing, I discovered that benke ndaba rebellious kodwa nam kwezinye izinto.
Okay.
And it's allowed ke ngokuba nabanye abantu mabayazi ukuthi it's okay to be yourself. Sazala the rebels.
Yeah.
When was this?
This one was in 2022 after COVID.
What? Did you feel abantu abaninzi baveza ukubona ngoba kaloku it's them and their thoughts and the words?
I'm telling you.
Yes.
By the way, when I'm talking about the rebels, I'm not addressing only one thing.
Yeah.
And Nobo Munjubaga is not this bad rebel. If I believe a rebel as a person who is equated to a murderer, to a rebel, then still, when I'm asking my friends,
like being a rebel, it's being a black sheep of the family.
That's it. Exactly. That's one of the things. When you carry the things that others don't carry. Here, this one is if it was a movie, I would call it a science fiction.
Okay.
It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy in this way, it's telling a story of somebody living in a coma. Two guys were born in Cape Town. It's a novel. Two guys were born in Cape Town, separated at birth because the mother is from Zimbabwe, the father is from Cape Town.
Yes.
Then when something in Shona, it's called Kutambira.
Okay.
It means Kupeka.
Okay.
When it hit Zimbabwe so much,
Zimbabwe
one time we were in a certain church and there was an offering. They counted the offering and then they said, no, we've given 4 billion. 4 billion offering. So that time, so he decided to walk.
And if 4 billion, like equivalent.
Oh, I can't recall, but I don't think it was reaching 100 rands.
Oh, wow.
I doubt.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not very sure.
Yes, yeah.
So he decided to walk from Zimbabwe to South Africa. This guy, and then when he was crossing the Limpopo River, he was caught. There were 8. He's one of those who were caught by the crocodiles. So he so he's one of those.
Yes.
And then so he ended up in a hospital. So the story, some readers are saying it's the most difficult book, and I'm doing the second edition in order to simplify it from being a fantasy to be now
like a reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this guy, since he's a twin, his twin is also a gang member in Cape Town, as you know, Cape Town.
Yes.
So now his intention is to rebel against the boss of the gangs, the rebels. He's rebelling against, even though he is born into crime, he's rebelling against it. No, it's not normal for me to be a criminal. I'm rebelling against it. It doesn't matter where I'm born, but I'm determining from now on where I will die. So by the way, there's a code when you're a gang member. You only join, you don't resign. Yes. So at that very time, there's a coincidence. They are delivering the stolen cars that are stolen from South Africa. They are delivered to Zimbabwe. When they are there crossing the cars to that side, the other twin brother is crossing from that side.
By a swipe.
But because they are separated. Then the other one get injured by the crocodiles. The police come When the police come, these ones, abacrosses imoto, they run away. And the police arrest
This
the
one.
rest, and then they arrest the injured one.
Ngokuya
When they
bukhoma ke.
search, Wayabukoma, that's working what the story is. When they search, okay, he's from Cape Town, so they delivered him back to Cape Town.
Mm.
But he's not from Cape Town, he's from Zimbabwe.
Mm.
But because
Oh,
he's a twin brother,
fana.
so they deliver him to a hospital in Cape Town. But he lived there in coma. So
Ngapha uyafunwa ke ngoku naye iboss ngoba kaloku
ufunwa yi-boss because
Hayi.
exactly uyifumene ke wena because uyafunwa nayi-boss, and then yena the other one who's running from being a gang has vanished, because that was his intention yokuthi when we deliver cars there, I'm not coming back.
can you guess what's my next question?
Okay, I can't guess.
When are you planning to make it a movie?
Ooh.
Or even maybe noba ingaba ngama-series nyana, like when are you planning to put it a TV in
okay.
action?
I never planned.
Because now Mna, that's what I'm
You already
watching.
see it now.
As you're saying, that's what I'm watching. Like kumifika ngalo
Giving
ndlela.
birth to something. Maybe when it happens, you will have a credit. So, but you are the ones who talked about it.
A reason I think njengoba usisho uba andibekanga nto up. Le nto I noticed when I was doing grade 7. Wayesithi ke utitshala phaa sasimbiza utitshala Loyiso xa ebalisa i-history of Van Riebeeck, Jan Van Riebeeck. Wayeme apha ndibona i-TV ndiyawabona amahashe, and it's easy for me now xa ndihamba ndiyobhala. So njengoba uyibalisela,
So you are able to see.
I see a movie, I see a series, I see something eseTV ongahlali uyibukele.
I think, like I say, to be honest, I never really thought about that area. But now that you are introducing it, maybe you are giving me the homework to go and research
Please.
on how I can make that happen.
Jemba, it's hard for people to read,
It will be easy for them
to watch.
You got into something.
Amen to that.
You got into something.
Amen to that. That's what I wanted to ask. And I'm maybe I want to manage it wrong. I like what I see here.
Yeah, the outside, as you can see, there is
It's
one
different shapes
hole.
and one hole, yeah.
And this hole is made for many, the majority. Now, you are not allowed to be a square egg when the hole is only round. So a rebel is one who's saying, oh, I'm not going to change to be like these ones, even if the hole is just like this. They must find a way of making another hole. If they don't,
They will adjust.
They'll have to adjust by themselves. Oh, I
Love
make
it.
mine.
I love it.
Yes.
The bridge for parents raising teens. I love this one. Ngoba bendisitsho phezulu ndithi there are certain sensitive things. Ndixelele nail tag yam ndithi there are certain sensitive things that can easily break a friendship or relationships. It's when you tell people how to raise their children.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm reading this in the bridge for parents raising teens, helping teens cross the turbulence and bridge of adolescence. Here it is. Exactly what I was saying yesterday, how sensitive and how uncomfortable it can be for me. Tell me about it. Is it the third, this one?
These two,
okay,
they are the twins.
Okay.
They came just few weeks ago. Weeks.
Okay.
So the bridge, like it's saying outside, parents holding their teen, crossing the turbulence bridge of adolescence. Everyone have heard the statement as it there's no school for parenting.
And you can manual.
There's no manual for parenting. And we learn as well. Every parent who is a parent now was once a parent for the first time.
Yes, and they were once being kids as well.
Exactly.
Being parented.
You traveled, your parents, and you see yourself in your teen today because the way they are doing it is exactly the way you were doing to your kids. Let alone that born in 2000 bio extreme. So this one is more on a companion to parents on what to look for on your teenagers. It's not a manual which says every parent got to do this in order to avert this, something like that. It's something that says when your daughter or your son bashes the door,
yes,
don't think he hates you. There are times he will even say, I wish you were dead, something like that. That's not they don't mean it at all. It's just because of the development, the growth within their body, the changes that they are experiencing. They are trying to discover themselves. And then in the process, there's this old person who wants them to adjust and live, because we should admit as parents. Exactly. Exactly. They are exposed in a lot of things. How then we are able to guide them? Parents has got 3 stages. There's a stage, it's a demonic stage, where you see your child as a demon. It's angelic. The first one is angelic. It first become an angel. Superhero angel, and then crossing to a demon. Suddenly you don't know where did it all begin. Now you see your child angel lo aje. When she's looking at you, hey, Mama Mara, that is a demonic stage. And then there comes a human stage. That's when now you are growing to begin to see a human behind. And when you see children, you see uzandikhumbula ngomso. Uzandikhumbula ndidlulile apha mina. Ndiyayazi le nto andifunda uwele apho mna ndawela khona. So all those things, yes, this is into esizifunda as we grow. Asina manual ethi when a turner left, when you must turn right, something like that. There are times you've got to turn right, there are times you've got to turn left. There is no formula whatsoever. And then there are times where you feel like if you keep quiet, you're enabling them. Uthi omnye utata ndilibele uba ngutata ubani kodwa he's one of the prominent cultural Uthi these kids, they became screenagers. Screenagers, I like that. These kids they became screenagers, and as parents, we're missing a point. There's a huge difference between parenting and raising. That's what he said. Okay. He said, as parents think that parenting is equivalent to raising. Yeah. Those things are different. You can be a parent without raising. And you can raise without being a parent. Yeah, understand. And I froze. I was like, this is new. I didn't see this. Yeah. Because I thought they imagine. Can they not? So now, which one do you want to be? Do you want to be a parent that's raising your child, or are you okay to raise them without being a parent to them? That's what I was saying when I'm saying, okay, by the way, when we grew up, every parent, but kubeko, the one whose responsibility is actually to raise you. Raising is an intention. Parenting is not an intention. Raising is when you know what you are building. You already have a clue within you. This is the kind of a person that I'm building. You have already learned which I'm saying it's not a formula. Others can behave at a young age like this, but as they grow, they behave differently. And if you are unable to then make a reference, sure, someone was behaving like this and he became a doctor. So it means the way you behave now, you'll become a doctor. And a behavior like this, and then tomorrow I'll be a criminal. Only a behavior like the one who is a criminal. And so I think it goes back to choices that we can only instill uzuko. Hamba ngalamandla endikunike wona nyana wami uze ungafiki ufuna ufana nabanye ngoba imfundiso zami zisuka kumdali. Sure.
hamba ngalamandla endikunike wona uze ungafuni ukufana nabanye ngoba imfundiso zam nam zisuka kumdali. Uyayiva ke ngoku. So I always say this, and we can relate because we are parents. It was one of the songs I played for my son when I was taking him to varsity.
Okay.
Ndidlala le ngoma. Andikho comfortable ke ngokumxelela ngoba you need to protect yourself. Ndiyangena ndenze research about STIs, about that certain university ayakuyo. So ndifuna all the positives and the negatives. Ndiyascreenshot and ndiyazithumela ngoba andikwazi ukuhlala.
Exactly.
Bandithi uba ke wahamba uyokwabelana ngesondo mntanam irate ye-STI kwesi sikolo inje. So it was easy for me to do it with screening as a screenager, you know. But
the way of the better and easiest impactful way of communicating is the tools, using the tools that they already
know and that they use.
Exactly. It's like in churches these days, the churches that are advanced, they have realized that abantwana are using they are so glued to the screens and then watching tattoos. They are now using the tattoos to preach to kids.
Yes, ma'am.
They get to church and then they go to children's church. Then the tattoos. How then are you gonna win your teenager if you resent a screen if they are screenagers?
Yeah, and another thing that would be nice. I have a very bad eyesight.
Okay.
Who's more into, I think, okay, let me not use my visual challenges. I think I'm a person or grasper in hearing and watching.
Okay.
You understand? So uThixo ngicela kupha amandla ibe imove iphinde yenze ibe audio.
Okay, I hear you.
uThixo makakwenze sibe ngabantu thina esizothi ndithi ngoba ndiqhuba ndikuve ngiyabona xa ndithi xa ndizinzile ndikubukele ndiyamcela uThixo ayifikise loo nto leyo kuba those are the other things we need to venture since. Well, I'm saying this because now uyashuba easy way for us to communicate. Let us match to what our teenagers are at.
It's no longer if the reading the what do you call the old way of reading is no longer impactful. Find it.
And trust me, I'm not saying it's not. I have friends who meditate through reading. Don't take this amen.
I hear you.
But siyazicelela nathi
for another
yes, please ndiyazicelela kuloo ndawo leyo. And I would order le. I'm a mom of a teen.
Okay.
In Lena order that off screen, but order le. It's a beautiful thing. Talking about rebellious. You're tapping into something that people are scared to talk about. You're tapping into something people are uncomfortable to share within abandoned relationships around because of now. How dare you tell me how to raise my children? You understand?
And again, like you were asking about the research in that book, this one I made a research, and it was more in person because I wanted to find the side of the parents and the side of the children, the teenagers. What you hear from the teens about their parents are actually it's the parents who are actually
on the wrong side. Because we don't listen.
We saying you don't listen.
And we ignorant. That is why they now throw tantrums. Because now I've been trying to tell you this is how I feel, and you don't listen. So I'm the mother here.
What I'm telling you to do because I told you to do it.
And nam ndikhuliswa ngaloo ndlela uthi ke umbhuti wasePitori ubenza izinto zamakhempu abantwana basitoti athi akuna lukhukhu okajang upstairs. You understand? It means that nje mna ndime ndingakotoza because of mna yes. I really wish this can our children, they end up being extreme, but because they're trying to say something. But our children end up attempt suicide because they want to do and then that's when they feel like, oh no, you want to listen because I had to do extreme things. I appreciate this book.
Thank you.
I really appreciate this book, and I really hope it's gonna reach more, because we're talking about our future here. Our teenagers are our future. So thank you for this book.
Thank you.
I really appreciate this book. We're living in a world where kuthiwa dala what you must.
And one of the major things about these parents and teenagers and the part that you are touching now, which is quite sensitive, of children who end up killing themselves simply because parents don't listen. One of the things we're talking about, Kukuti, parents, there are parents who think they listen. They think so, but in reality, they don't listen because they listen.
They
don't hear. Exactly. They listen in order to find a certain response within themselves to what you are saying. When they say, when the teenagers are saying they have a problem in this area, and then when as a parent you say, good, man, see, now when you grow up, this was not a problem. And then you want them to tap into your age. It was not a problem for me, so it should be. If need attention, exactly. So out of those research, those sessions that I had as the research, the parents bona bareza issue yokungamameli kwabantwana in terms of not doing because their brains or their minds are taken by the gadgets. But what you also find, good parents don't take advantage of using the very same commitment that they have of influencing or teaching them. They let them get away with what frustrates the parents, and parents end up pulling back and letting other teachers on the street now becoming the parents.
And kutshiwo kuthiwa psychologically akekho umntana mthemba njengomzali wakhe. Uthi omnye ubhuti kum, when now my son qala uba teenager, kodwa ke ndiyabulela uThixo zange ndibe nenqinamba when it comes to him. Qha ke nangoku ndiyambona uba seyisemantombini and uyazama ukufuna uzoncokola nami ngezo zinto. And ndinale nto uba I'm not comfortable with this. He said to me, in the midst of everything, make sure you don't close that door, because even if it's closed, he won't check if it's locked or not. They won't open it. Even when they are old and married, they won't come and open that door.
Open it yourself.
Until you open. So make sure you don't close that door.
I understand that 100%. I think I'm talking about that one under communication. It's the last chapter. Communication. When they have left and have their own households, but where they got wisdom, they will never forget. Because every challenge they meet on the way, they will always know I got the wisdom from my mom, from my dad, and then they always go and consult. Not to consult now as a child and a parent, because you build a friendship. You go to, my door is open every time you need to talk about something. So when they encounter such challenges, as is what friends, in this case, divorce, or in this case, do as you feel like doing. But you as a parent, you will have a better understanding, and you will take your very seriously.
Also, vulnerable around you. You know, I once made a very, very scary scenario to my children. I said to them, I want you to always come back to me. Daddy, andikhathali noba ubulele umuntu. Ndifuna uthi xa kwenzeke loo nto, the first person you run to, it's me. But as much as you will have to account.
You will have to, what do you call the thing? the forgiveness will still be there, but the consequences
you will have to account. Ndithi into engayifuni ukuhamba uyoxelela omnye umuntu azokucebisa ngendlela engeniyo okanye uyabona, come to me. I'm the only one who have your best interest. Come to me. We'll figure it out together. And ndizokuxolela as much as I would want you to account. Blame part ngiyafuna bayazi ba you will have to answer.
Yes.
We understand you will have to pay for your deeds.
Somebody has committed something wrong.
And I felt that was the worst scenario to make. But I think that's the worst thing.
You might have felt it's the worst, but I think if there is a minimum and a medium and a maximum, you just started at the maximum, so that they might know what if my mother is allowing such high.
Then the rest is
lenient. I can talk about any other thing. If she wants me, she's saying I can talk even about the murder. It means any other thing.
I hear you.
Still becoming a parent. So they're still becoming, like I'm saying, these are the twins. That one is for teenagers. This one is for the mother, for the parents. That one is for teenagers.
It's not all figured out yet.
Yeah. For
teens growing up in a world that expects too much too soon. Oh my word. Because guys, this is what I said the other day. I made a video. Did he stop doing this to yourself, living in a world of sequences, but at this age you expected to do this, and then now when they don't happen, now you start hating life or feeling at Don't do that to yourself. It's expected. We're expecting a lot from our kids, in a sense of that we don't allow them to be themselves.
We don't allow them. It's not about them. It's about you now. Yes.
You know? Yeah.
You put so much pressure on children.
Because you understand
at least be
instead of me understanding that there are different levels of IQs. What can we work with? Because of
I'm laughing because it's like you've already read these books, because even the examples you're making are actually the examples that are here, especially when you talk about the high marks. A parent who measures the success of a child by marks is putting much pressure.
Exactly.
So that is expecting too much too soon. It's not wrong to motivate your children, to motivate to aim higher. But if it happens to fall lower than you expected, don't let them feel as if they've committed sin or crime. So this
useless,
failure. Talk like that. They are destroying them, and you will see. We at our workplaces we have bosses whom you see they grew up being told how useless they are. So at workplaces, that's what they are telling us, how useless we are. Now it's all because the seed was planted when they were young. So what I'm saying in this one, it's in response to what parents are doing or saying. So the teens should see the perspective of a parent without abiding or abandoning who they are or who they are meant to be. In other words, if a parent is saying, the teen comes to say, I want to be a musician. And the parent here, I want to give birth to a lawyer or a doctor. And then the parent will then have a lot of discouragement, trying to pull him away, showing him examples of people who have fallen. Exactly. Those are the examples I'm talking about. Now, they won't make example your black coffee because abayifuni the field mntwana ilandelayo. But what I'm then saying, here I'm saying to parents, this is how you talk. And then I'm saying to children, this is how you respond.
So zihamba
zombini. So the teens are living under extreme pressure.
And umkhombere nomnye umntanakho umkhomberisha umntanakho nomnye lapho umkhomberisha nomntana kamakhelwane.
I-addressa this one ukuthi the comparison is danger within us as parents. Because you don't live a happy life by just looking at what your neighbor has achieved. Now, how much more for you as a parent comparing your children to the neighbor's child, not even knowing the system that runs in their bodies? Then you want yours to be like them, not knowing what their parents are earning, how much they are earning, So the parenting thing is a full-time job. The way we wake up every morning to go to work, it's exactly the way parenting is happening. But the problem is that we are not working with computers. You don't just come and press the on there. And this has got his own way, isn't just processing a corner. So when you go to work as a parent, know what you are going to something that has got his own decision, his own aspirations. We
are wired differently. I always say to my children, is to acknowledge a human being. Prior to their cars, prior to anything, acknowledge a human being. Okwesibini, waziba we are wired differently. Okwesithathu, waziba sikhulele endaweni ezohlukileyo. Those three things will help you to tolerate.
And kukhulele endaweni ezahlukeneyo have influenced us to do things extremely different. And it never means the way I do them is wrong. You should just understand ukuthi
don't judge. Into izokunceda kwanuba unyamezele lo muntu ngoba uacknowledge uba ungumuntu odalwe differently osuke endaweni different. So those three things, nobesenza into engahambisani nawe uzokwazi ukunyamezela.
Exactly. Xa sifika e-university siye sahlaliswa endaweni kwireze yi-1. And that was intentional yokuthi anitusuke high school usuke uhlale ne-siblings zakho abanye banazo kwa-siblings. It's intentional uzohlala ne-stranger. That is the kind of life that is being introduced in the university. So you find ukuthi wena ngokokuqhela ekhaya after utyile uhlambe izitya uzipheke kahle ukline kulaa ndawo ukuqhela kwakho kwasekhaya.
Uno-aunty
lo yena exactly wena utishi ubamba watshele nantsikeni imanners zakho zihamba kanje. Now you are being taught ukuthi kukho abanye abantu bona abafundiswe like this banyamezele.
Thank you.
They've got something to learn from you. You've got something to learn from them.
Thank you. This is so refreshing. Thank you. This is so refreshing. Ndizokubuza ngoku in a state of mind.
Okay.
Where are you at? Ke abanye abantu baye bathi ke le nto ubuthe awuyithanda uba ndixelele uba ungubani. And ndiyayithanda ke mna ke loo nto because I think futhi iye yafumana futhi indawo yohlala yaba ne-concrete yona when I was watching Black Panther yokuqala. Uthi xa yefika athandwa kani phayana ndixelele zazisa ubungubani. That's your identity. I think ke namhlambe iye ixhomekeke ubuzwa phini kanjani ngubani. Where you at in a space now? I'm not just saying go. Essentially, this season.
Yeah.
Where you at?
Yeah, no, it's one, like I said before, it's one of the things I find difficult. Maybe Mandi acknowledge this part. One of the reasons zenza kube difficult ukuthetha ngabo.
Yeah.
It's also through upbringing where you had to fight a lot to be in a certain level. Still, you're still living in a space where kukho abantu who izinto atasha here iveli atasha here is very bad. So kubekho these kind of people bona who have to struggle before things happen. If you see me praying hard and then izinto zingenzeki, you must know but that's just me. And then if you pray for a minute izinto zenzeke, that's just you.
So you understand ba wena yakho imbizi ivuthwa
exactly.
Thank you. In the midst of that, you've learned to be patient a little longer.
I'm telling you. So in answering you, I am very far to where I want to be. But I thank God for where I am. The strides that I've made so far, where I am in terms of the ministry, where I am in terms of speaking, in terms of recognition in the society,
Yes.
where I am in terms of the family. It's where I never really imagined. It's a dream. I can just say I'm living a dream.
Yes.
Though I'm not where the dream necessarily
has to
end. But I think when you were talking to Snera, you talked about being satisfied with where you are, satisfied in the moment. Yeah. So I can also say to attest to that, Uguti, where I am with Paul in the Bible. Uyibiza ngokuba I'm content. What I'm content. And ukuba content shouldn't be confused with living a dreamless life. I'm still dreaming, I'm still having a vision, and I'm still pushing towards more. I still need to live more. I still need to have more of what God has in store for me. But I'm not complaining about where I am.
Okuthi xa kunike kona kwangoku uyakumulela kodwa uthi bathixo ndiyakwazi, you can do more.
I can do more. You can do more. So even my attitude is towards pushing for more.
Kuyo yazi lento ithethileyo ndithanda the acceptance and the acknowledgement of ndiyayazi mna Thixo eyam imbiza lo mngqusho wam awuzukhawuleza uvuthwe njengale rice kamakhelwane. I like that.
So zihamba ziyi-two ezi zinto. Kukho for instance ndenze nje example, kukho omnye umuntu in a certain village, I'm not going to say my village so that ungabikho umuntu onimangalela. Wathi lo muntu in that village sasebancane, we were still very young, we were playing and then we messed somewhere and then wafika wasithuka lo muntu wabese sithi kulo emzini othile wathi kovalwa ngehlahla. Xa isithi umuntu kuzovalwa ngehlahla
akuzosizodili umuntu
uyaphephetha exactly uzawufa wonke umuntu. And I'm telling you it happened. There is akusekho mzi kuloo ndawo leyo, kuloo ndawo
umuntu omdaka wadala
exactly. Abazali basweleka nabo nabantwana naloza sihlala naye wamosha
baqalekile
naye wasweleka. So that is the one side yokuthi if ever the enemy is out there in terms of making sure ukuthi we never exist, it means now this side of you pushing to have, you've got to push as much strength.
Yes.
Knowing ukuthi the forces that want you down are powerful. So if kwelami ikhaya nakwelami icala nakuyami impilo as an individual kukho izinto ezisuppressa every progress I'm trying to make, it means the push that I'm making must be different. It's not going to be the same neyabanye abantu. Abanye batasha kwenzeke. I've got to
have a different approach.
Because if you see me in church ndingathi ndiyahlanya sidla ukuthi ecaweni, you won't know my testimony until you know my praise. I praise yami ibonakala okanye testimony yami ibonakala through my praise. If ndicula and then
Ngenye chance
ngathi
uzenza-
uyahlanya nje maybe ndihlanyiswa kukwazi uba
Ndisukaphi.
izinto zama zilunge so until we understand that about ourselves we will stop being frustrated and even depressed. Uzokwazi uba while abanye ezabo zilunga within ndenze example the other day yokuthi when you are in an ATM you put the card, you press the pin, and then it in machine layer it please wait.
Yes.
Your request is being processed.
Yes.
When you are in that state of waiting, while
uyayazi ekugqibeleni izawuphuma
at the end,
hey
if ever uye kwenye bank okanye ngomnye umuntu onelike or something iphume without waiting, if ever wena ungumuntu izinto that you've got to wait for and work hard for, you just have to understand that and live accordingly. That is life.
futhi if you were given a chance uyafika ngoku Thixo kuwe uthi nyana wam ndiyaqonda uba usufezekisile, yeyiphi into ungarhalela ukukhunjulwa ngayo njengoba ndizokuthatha ngoku, ungathini?
Into esele ndiyenzile or into endithi Thixo please ungandithathi ndingekayenzi?
Both.
Or both. Okay. There is an organization that is new, le ndiyibiza ngoba yi-empowerment.
Yes.
This organization, okay, make ndenze ndiye a little bit back. I told my friend when I wrote this book, actually I didn't tell him. I just wrote this book and I gave it to him to read and find. It was my first writing. And then after reading it, my friend Lazana watching the other day, there's a place I want us to go to. He said, are you available on a certain weekend? And then I said, yeah, I'm available. And then he had already bought the ticket. We went to Maritzburg. Kwindawo Maritzburg, a great town ekuthiwa KwaSizaBantu.
Okay.
KwaSizaBantu is a place efana nale iphilwa in this book in terms of the therapy. If ever God can come and say, I'm about to take you, I would tell God, God, until I turn this place to be like Sizabantu, the empowerment center, please because the empowerment center, the idea is to have a center where the abused will find home, where the homeless will find home, where people will need to dream, where hopeless will have their hopes revived, where not only as a rehab, where people have already gone astray and then are brought back, but where the empty is being filled. In other words, people who've got dreams don't know how to fulfill those dreams. Sifika City, okay, here we allocate you a mentor because we want to be an engineer. Well, this is the engineer that will take you. You want to be a CA, this is a CA that will take you from step by step. This is your father from now on when it's coming to your career. You've been a person who needed to establish a business. You've got this great idea. Let us work this together and then we will see this business coming to pass. Until that happens, I won't be ready to die.
Amen.
That's what I would tell God.
From your thoughts to your mouth to God's ears, izokwenzeka.
Amen.
Kuye kuthiwe ke once yaba i-idea, i-execution into efunekayo qha. Thixo ke ngoku makakuguide towards that.
Amen.
It's very intentional. Uyazithanda kuThixo izinto ezinhle. Nosathana ke bukile ndithandile xa usithi uye uthi lo uthandazayo oqalekisayo esiza ngeforce. Now you have to ugadle ngawakho amandla uyayiva even this one ke ngoku idinga loo nto leyo ngoba usathana njengoba sithetha ngoku nayo like eyakhe indlebe imamele but ke into enokholo phakathi ene-intentions uThixo uyayithanda. So you will find associates, you will find tools to do that. It's a beautiful initiative. It's a beautiful initiative, and we don't have such things anymore. We don't have such things. Goku abantu, they go umuntu efuna uthetha aye kwi-social media.
Yeah, it's all on social media now.
Yeah, uhamba thethe kwi-social media where ufumana all sorts of comments, all sorts of responses with no help.
The other one said, guys, can you refer me to a therapist? I think I'm suicidal.
Omnye wathi phuza utshwala.
Okay, kukho owaye wathi komnye no, the best way is just to kill yourself.
Or uthenge i-Retex khona.
Yeah.
Or Alipirine.
Alipirine, exactly. I'm recommending Alipirine.
I understand.
Now imagine if we are saying we don't have the real spaces where people can go, vulnerable people who are able to go and be vulnerable, who are allowed to be vulnerable. There are people, especially Tina, we've not yet reached the stage of understanding the mental sickness. It's one of the things we're talking about here. Mental health. Once umuntu acknowledge mental state yakhe, simenza worse. Sinxele ngoba no kuthiwa uyageza, kuthiwa uyaphambana. Because we don't understand the phases of our mental health.
Or ngathi likhona ihlanya like labona ukuthi liyahlanya.
Yahlanya wena wasibona vele ihlanya lusibona.
I hear you. And then kungekatsho ke ngokuba uba ke ngoku uyavuma uba makakuthathe.
Okay, ndithethe ngale ngemvume. I think being a pastor for the past 16 years, touching lives without looking for gain in terms of wanting to be paid, serving the families, building the families that others were scrambling, were falling down, people coming, the city, no, Mfundisi, we are unable to do this anymore, we are divorcing, and both of them agreeing, and then showing them the other side. And how terrible. Ubone with Nancy. And uyibone the thing, ubone abantu besiza back bezothi siyabulela uba ungazange uvume. Our children would be, and having experienced the brokenness on children when parents are divorcing, taking that as a tool that I'm using in order to discourage divorce on other parents. Not that I'm saying every situation there should be no divorce. There are situations where I feel this one is not mendable. It's not worth it. They
will end up being toxic or killing each other.
Exactly. Even the children now, they don't have parents while you are their parents. So maybe the best way is just to part ways, even though I cannot say it just like that. But just to say, okay, because you want to part ways and you say these are the reasons, no, I think it's fine if ever this cannot be made. But what I'm trying to emphasize now, having done what I've done so far, no matter how little it is, but looking at these few lives that I've touched, I can say, okay, God, if that is what you have sent me to achieve, and then you say, no, I've done enough for now, though I think I can try to blackmail him. But God, I can still do
and I've got children to raise.
So you want my children now to grow to be orphans. Like that.
But how it's like to be a parent, to be a father.
That is one of the great experiences. It's having its hardships. But I cannot compare the joy of raising kids, of having kids of your own that God has given to you. You cannot compare it to the pain that parenting brings. It's something that helps you go home wherever you are. No matter how dark, no matter how gloomy life can become, but knowing what when you come home, Q will jump at you. That feeling, it's something else.
So they say girl children, they are more fonder of their fathers more than their mothers. How true is that, according to your experience?
My experience is 120% true. what I've seen. Let alone that you tend to find mothers being so strict, and children move a little bit away, far from their mothers, including mine. She's very strict to an extent where children, when they want something that they know,
so eat that cop thinking whether you're a good cop.
Exactly, I'm a good cop. But there's also that natural, even before we got married, my wife said to me, when you are likely to have girl children only because of the way you appreciate girl children. It's one of the reasons now I'm talking about these children. They just run. So they are closer to me. I think it's just natural because of me, but also having seen other parents, girl children tend to be very close to their fathers.
Wow. Putwam, diabulela. I really appreciate you giving me your time to have a sit to get to know you and to have a space as well Ubanamand express one or two things for allowing me just to be myself. I struggle a lot with wanting to hear myself when I speak. But it's so nice to just zone out of that and just talk, just have conversation. I learned a lot. Thixo akugcine bakhulisa abantu.
Amen.
Uzofila usesichongeni sokuba inkosi. We raise our children not to pay us back.
Yes.
Kodwa i-payback esiyicele talking about pressures and everything. I'm sorry, but I'm going to mention this, is to see them flourishing. Nditsho ke mna ke ndithi akhondo ndicapukela njengomzali ozothi emntaneni xa seyisebenza ndakuthwala 9 months wohluleka nokuthi ndithi mna sohlulwa intaka iye yakhe isidlaka beka amaqandaso ihambe yomani ifuna ukutya sobona uba abantwana bayazibhabhela iyasikhaba.
That's why it's like you've already read these books, because that example also of a bed letting go of children, it's exactly here. You will see it. Of how a bed raises its children.
That's what I believe in. So Kubeke, there's something I recently learned. I got 3 months. The importance of how you carry yourself, because you don't know who's watching. What you say, you don't know who's listening. It came to me over and over again through people, things they were saying. And I kept on saying, yo, thank God it was a positive thing. Imagine if it, and then it stirred this thing to me. Be careful of what you say. Be careful on how you walk. As much as you don't know what it does to another person. And you don't know how impactful it can be or how it may destroy them, because they keep on looking up to you.
So 100%. I also acknowledge that a lot with regard to be careful of what you say. Not necessarily on a negative side. You see, sometimes you look at the audience as a person who's an MC and speak in various platforms. You find that it's not the platform is not as you expected it. Maybe we're expecting 300 people, you only find 50 people, something like that. And then you end up losing the confidence. Discouraged. Then I always wear this confidence of saying, when I'm speaking to 2 people, I must speak as if I'm speaking to 100 people. Because I have read of many people whose success didn't come because of them speaking in a big crowd. It came because of a small crowd. Only one person among that crowd who recognized. I know of a very prominent radio personality who was an MC in a certain wedding because the MC had an accident on the way to the wedding. And then they grabbed him. And then he made the day by being an MC. Kanti kuko a manager of a big, let me say, a biggest radio station in South Africa. And that manager said
he was
to him,
hired.
He was hired, the guy, just because of doing the Bible I'm going to do everything as if you are doing it for God. Just mastering what you do, no matter who you're doing
not
it
for
with,
the sake of it.
Not for the sake of it. Just do perfect that thing to the best of your ability. Yeah.
Is there anything esingayithathanga mhlawumbi njengoba sihleli apha, projects, where to find your books? Very important. Where to find your books? Are you allowing people to interact on social platforms with you and stuff like that?
Thank you very much, Nam Mandibulele Qala, for this opportunity that you have given unto us, that you keep giving to many people.
Thank you,
on behalf of them and on my behalf. We appreciate it a lot. Your time, having also the tragedy, if I can call it, that has happened in your family, but still giving the time,
yes, sir,
to interact and doing it perfectly without any compromise or decreasing the standard.
Yes,
I appreciate that a lot, and I believe many other people appreciate it that you call into this wonderful place.
Thank you.
Continue doing the good work. We'll continue to pray for you that may it not end here. May it succeed. May God create the platforms. Also, was surprised, platforms you never expected, being called in various places. Just because of what we're doing here, the platform that we're opening. So I'm on social media, I'm on Facebook, I don't remember others, or Twitter, X.
Yes.
I'm there as well. My name is Oliseka Mataha. That is how we pronounce it.
Yes.
Mataha.
Mataha, guys. It's Matara. Yes, because abanye Mataha H.
No H only. Yes.
So in other what in Matara. It's Matara, but again Mataha. Yes.
Then WhatsApp, it's 072 4000 517.
Yes.
It's easy as that. 072 4000 517.
Yes. Yeah. And then do you have a copy online and stuff like that so far?
Okay, yeah. I haven't done any digital. There's none of them on digital. It's only the what you call
the physical
one.
Yes.
Yeah, the hard copies.
Yes.
Though I have been thinking about that, there are many things that are discouraging with regard to the digital.
Yeah, the copyright.
Yeah, the copyright and stuff.
Download I've learned about that. I've seen some people complaining about that as well on social platforms. Yeah.
So and now one of the biggest book distributor, the digital one, all along they were charging when you sell. But now they are charging by just having it in their platform. So that is how now...
it's more like a rental monthly.
It's like a rental, you rent a space now. So I've met many authors, they are saying they're taking down their stuff because they don't want to pay those.
They're unreasonable.
So it's only now through communicating with me. Though I'm still negotiating with the book, even though now so it's discouraging because you see the bookstores. Do you know what they do? They say they keep the books. Yeah, they put them in their shelves. When you sell the book at 150, they take actually not regardless of how much is it, but they take 75%.
What? And then you're getting
25%. Yeah. 25%.
Not even 50-50. Actually, it was supposed, but it was supposed to be a way around.
I was also hoping, at least if they're expensive, it should be 65. If they're expensive, 65, 25, 50,
35, 65, 35.
Yeah, it still be unreasonable. 54. But now it's it's not that.
That's a lot, eh?
It's 75, 25. So it's discouraging because you find what they are saying is that they are the big.
But you are the brains.
That's the thing.
You are the brains. You are the everything that is here. This is your heart and your brains. And then when it was on just because of Goguba when I bane transport by say Eastern Cape.
Yes.
And then space
that's why they charge. So for now, it's still found from me. I've got the people though in various provinces whom when you communicate with me, I'll be able to give you someone who is close to.
And nowadays for Tigana guys, we have I'm a Korea
is very easy now.
It's easy. Snabo Pexi because of it's not a fragile thing. Abo Snabo Postnet, Abo Arame. So it's very easy. And then one of the big days I wish uThixo angayenza banani nibe nama book hubs wenu, where you can say I've got a branch, my book hub. I've got a branch, so I wish that could happen.
Things happen as much as we push. We've got to keep on trying to have such. Those guys, that thing didn't happen overnight. The ones like Tepo jeans and stuff, they didn't just get successful by
exactly. It starts somewhere.
Yeah, it just have to start somewhere.
So Bulela, what would you want to say to young Olisile in a one thing that you would want to apologize, you and Pihag right now, to young Olisile and to the old Olisile, applauding and apologizing?
Okay. One, I would go and apologize to him.
Young him.
For the young me. For the young, for the things he gave up on. Just when they were very close to be happening, because he didn't understand that no, you just have to keep digging. The gold, exactly. You dig, and then they got. You didn't get. You looked around. You say no. It means I'm not gonna get.
I
would apologize to him for that, for the things he gave up on while it was very close. He didn't know, of course, that it was so close. If he had just held on for a little longer. So I would apologize to a younger him for that. So,
I believe. That is why he's still here.
I hope so. So what was the second one?
What would you say to him, applauding him?
Oh, okay. I think it's what I've already said, Yogoti. There are times you pushed yourself. I can imagine some of the times when a certain friend died on his hands, and he carried everything with regard to preparation and the stuff, only to find the backlash, no acknowledgement with regard to the hardships that he did, the effort he put towards that. But still, he offered himself. One of the things that many friends of mine keep saying, my mother even used to say that, because you don't know people are cruel. My heart doesn't allow me, or the Kolsega that we're talking about, doesn't allow him to hold grudges, even after seeing what this person has got no desire to see you succeeding. There are friends who become your friends because you are lower in status than
so ufuna ukushayina ngawe.
Exactly.
Uthanda amayishedo yakhe.
So I'm saying, instead of condemning that Kolseka and saying, why do you allow people to do that? I would still say, well done, because that's who you are.
What would you want to say to him now?
Continue. Never stop being you.
Yes.
In the midst of all misunderstandings, know that you are a rebel.
Yes.
You've been delivered from bitterness. You've been delivered from anger. You are now raising kids. You don't want to blunt that to them.
Yeah,
take them through the bridge of adolescence. because God has given you power to do that.
Because you are a superhero.
Amen.
Ngiyabulela kakhulu but I think nje mina siphekile lo ngqosho wakho uvuthiwe satya.
Amen.
Sike ngoku sithina sesithastile ke ngoku.
Okay.
Masiphakela abanye. Masiphakela abanye. Kodwa njengakuthi ubutaste kamandi let's
nabanye bayive.
Ekugqibeleni thina sitye kamandi sihluthi nabo let's hope ba bazawufumana injalo ingekaboli ipholile nje ingekho shushu nakakhulu right nje iyalovela efuneka kuyo.
Yeah, no, let's hope so.
Man siyabulela futhi siyabulela and ngamanye amaxesha ke kutsho uba ezinye izinto ungaziboni ngoku njengoba utshilo uba noba uthinte umntu omnye. We are here because Thixo wanted us to be here because of we need to change lives. One of the things that I love about this platform is that umukwazi as a profession, umukwazi as a pastor, umukwazi ezilalini, and then we merge all of them, the jack of all trades, we merge them all, make up, you know, so that they can get to know you positively. Because man, kunezinto, I'm sorry to use this, kunabo sex cell, gossip cell, ugly cell, positivity cells too.
Yeah. It does, because there's a lot of people. It's only that they don't talk too much. A lot of people who are looking for the positivity, who want to buy positive things. And this sex cell, ugly cell, they've got noise. That is why it looks like they are the ones that are selling too much.
Thank you for this. Thank you for what you just said. Because sometimes I want to give up. Like, do they even get what I'm trying to do? But who am I doing it for? But every session that I've said, so yeah, it sounded selfish, sounded therapy, so it's okay. But having people like you and others, every time we referred, as we were talking about other people that you understand, which is beautiful when it's like that. And I just hope bana next time sisazophinde, because lendlela isend sisazophinde sibuye sihlale ke ngoku updates and more. Yes, you know, ndiyabulela kakhulu, and with apho phinde wathatha khona ngoku uqhubeka nomsebenzi wakho kaThixo, may you find peace, because we always say that we want peace. People don't understand that within you saying you're looking for peace, are you a peaceful person? Are you providing peace to other people? You understand, as you wanted, because you cannot be a person who's not peaceful but
wanting peace.
Yes. People, so may you find peace, may you find growth, find healing, and heal. We need to heal so that we can heal.
Yeah.
We need to heal to heal.
Hurt people.
Yes. So you must heal to heal. So I am rooting for that. And then amazwi akuthixo manikunika wona uba mawuwabeke apha akhayo, mawaqhubeke ibe zintaba, ibe yi-book hub, ube nazo nezothi even now mhlawumbe kukhona umuntu ongekathethi ngayo, but izizukulu nezizukulu zethu, they can refer to this.
Thank you very much. I appreciate those words.
Yes, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And consider these other things that I pray for and wish they could happen. Your audio, your TV, your movies.
Amen.
I see them.
Well noted.
Yes.
I felt like saying, I received Papa.
Yes. Yes.
No,
yes, man. Sizawuphuma ke guys ngoku. We really appreciate you guys. Ngicela nihambe niyocheck again uxolisile wakamathara on social platforms. Uthe ukhona ku X, ukhona ku Facebook, ukhona na ku TikTok. Awukho ku TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. I'm there ku TikTok.
Yes, TikTok.
But
yes.
Now I don't know. I don't know, but I think I will say it on Facebook or Twitter. What is my handle?
Yes.
TikTok. I don't know, but it's X Matara.
Yes.
So at X Matara.
Yes. No, definitely. And then if you want a copy of this, and then we had a chance to break them down zizonke, and sisazobreaka nezinye that are gonna come, and we are open, guys, to comments. Mhlawumbe ikhona into besilibele umbuza yona wena that you are interested to ask him. Definitely uzobe khona ku-comment section, and he will be open to answer anything and everything. He's open. He's an MC as well, guys. He's a motivational speaker. Should you have an event or anything, go find his work, and then I believe that he will avail himself. He's a very professional person. I've experienced that, and he's very punctual. So nje, guys, niqhubeke support. Assume ngaphandle, when we acknowledge you, we see you, we appreciate you. That is why we have platforms like this, because you guys, you see what we're doing and you love it and you appreciate it. Siyanithanda kakhulu, and we out.
Thank you very much.
Life no be straight line. Unscramble life we see. Come tell your story, be free. Yetewo, yehu, wabrabonu yeden, and so healing. Unscramble life we see. No shame, just clarity. From broken pieces to peace, we dey heal, small, we dey breathe. Everybody get a story with them hide. Smiles outside but tears inside. Waka said be strong, don't cry, but pain, no, they listen to pride. Bra, kasa, mayente, ukuma munsemina. Enya, unkwana wote, we all they fight something inside. No judgment, no disguise, just truth under open skies. Piece by piece we go rise. Healing no be overnight. Unscramble life we sleep. Come tell your story, be free. Yetewo, yehuo, wabrabonu yeden, and so obeying. From heartbreak to second chance, from silence to finding voice. Every scar get meaning inside. Every soul deserve a choice. Slide or retail, not to judge but understand. Take your time, speak your truth. You go rise, just take a hand. Bit by bit, day by day, light go find you on the way. Even darkness no go stay. Hope they come, make you no fear. Oh, oh. Unscramble life we see. This be where you find your peace. From confusion to release, you are seen, you are free. Tell your story, it matters.